Parlay game. Sports gambling made easy. I am your host, Ife, here with my brother T.O. Missing our other brother Vic, but y'all know how we do. We're going to hold it down yet again in his absence. We had an interesting week one in the NFL. We're excited to bring y'all week two. Today we'll be bringing y'all our Boom Boom Pooties. Diaper team of the week, basically the same thing as the Boom Boom Pooties. Our week one takeaways and our NFL best bets for week two of the NFL season. So the first week is always tricky. You don't know exactly what you're gonna get from some of these NFL teams. So a lot of times the first week we're making assessments, trying to figure out who we like, who we don't like, who's overachieving, who's underachieving, who just had a bad first week. And then you make adjustments accordingly week to week for the rest of the NFL season. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to keep bringing y'all that fire. So, T.O., how are you feeling this week,
Man,
my
I'm
brother?
feeling pretty decent. It was an interesting week in football, like you said. Definitely came close to hitting my parlay. But we get to the diaper teams a little later on in this episode. But I mean, I went 4 for 4 on my best bets. So if you listened to me last week on the best bets, I hope I won you some money last week because I'm starting to cook up. 4 for 4 starting off the season. I'm feeling good.
You did go 4 for 4. I can't hate on that. And what's so crazy is I was so close to going 4 for 4 with you. The two bets that put me in the diaper all messed up towards the end of the game. The Ravens, really, really close to covering. And I think I had the Titans. Let me check my notes. I think I had the Titans plus 4. I did. And they
And you
had that
did.
game well in hand and pissed down
That
their
shit was
leg
so
and
crazy.
cost me my 4
That
for
shit
4.
was crazy.
Man, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at Will
I
Levis. They
know.
was dominating. He literally pitched that shit to the corner. Let
That
it
was a
easy
that was
7. If he
retarded.
don't
That
do
was a
that, I
retarded play.
cover.
That was such a retarded play.
Man,
Rookie shit. Even though it's the second year, that was straight rookie shit.
yeah, man, he
Yeah,
blew
that was
me with that
crazy.
shit,
He fucked
man.
a
He
whole lot of
blew
people
me.
parlay spreads up with that one. Yeah,
Nigga, that was an easy cover if you don't do that. He gifted them
gives
an
them.
easy 7 points. So, but that's,
Right.
that's gambling. That's part of it. So we don't hold on to last week, man. We keep moving, man. Shit, all we need is 1 or 2 good weeks out of a 17-week NFL season, and it can be a great, great year. So we're gonna make
I
it
guess we're
happen for
jumping right
sure.
into the diaper teams.
So we're gonna get right.
I guess
No, we're gonna go to the
because
let's
you
go right
already
to the
gave your
diaper teams, and we'll
diaper
go to
teams already.
week.
Shit, you might as
Oh yeah,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, we'll touch more base on it for sure. But yeah, let's start. We'll start with you. Go with your
Man,
diaper
my
team
diaper
of the week.
team of the week is them goddamn stinking ass Cincinnati Bengals. Disgusting. The performance they put on last week against the Patriots was absolutely disgusting. That motherfucker Joe Burrow, I don't know. He always thought I was slow. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. But
He
every
does. He
fucking
do it
year,
every year.
they ain't do shit on fantasy. The man had 6 fantasy points. Jamar Chase had maybe 8 points, 4 catches for 40 something yards or some shit like that, something like. Man, it just I expected them to perform way better against the Patriots. Unless the Patriots kind of upgraded this year on defense, I don't know. They got a new head coach. They probably, something they probably compelled. They're feeling better about themselves under the new leadership. But I didn't expect the Patriots to beat on the Bengals like they did. I thought the Bengals were still gonna win, but then again, you just never know. But off of that performance last week, I'm not betting on the Bengals no more this season. They blew me out the gate. I'm not fucking with them no more. I can't trust them. I'm not going to bet no more money on the Bengals. I can't trust them.
So I watched that game, and it wasn't so much what the Patriots did; it was more so what the Bengals didn't do. It looked like Jamar Chase ain't been
Yeah.
this training camp. Then T Higgins ass out again with the little hammy like
Every
he do
season.
every season. So they really didn't have their original weapons. I mean, Jamar Chase played, but he ain't in real football shape. You know what I'm saying? He just going off pure talent. Ain't no continuity there with him and Burrow
They're
for
not
this year.
I
So,
think they ain't going to be the same
but
without Joe Mixon. They ain't gonna be the same without Joe
I don't
Mixon.
know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I know it's surprising, and we'll touch on it later. I do like them plus the 7 against the
I do
Chiefs.
not. I do not.
But we'll get on that. But my diaper team of the week, I mean, the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee fucking Titans. I should call y'all the Houston Oilers, goddamn. How the fuck do you go up 17-0 and don't score a single fucking point in the second half and let the Bears come back and beat y'all 24-17, 24 unanswered
Yeah.
points. And I was tweaking and I blame myself. I got the Bears defense in my other league and I had their ass on
Mm.
the bench.
I mean, was you really gonna start them against the Titans though?
That shit,
I don't think you would.
I would have, in hindsight, I didn't think the Titans was going to go crazy. I thought it was going to be a lower scoring game. But who going to predict all those goddamn points by one level? Just
Yeah.
giving the goddamn ball away. Just dumb shit. So Titans put me in the diaper, man. They fucked up my shit, but they ain't even fuck up my parlay. The Ravens really fucked up my parlay. They have a really young offensive line. And for what I've been reading this season, they really given the helms over to Lamar Jackson, and they let him call a lot of plays at the line of scrimmage. They let him make a lot of changes and a lot of audibles, and basically letting him
Mm-hmm.
run the offense for real. And he's calling his own number. He's doing a lot of run plays, which
Yeah.
has been
They're
effective.
pretty good.
But the accurate, the accuracy. The only issue is the offensive line. Chris Jones was dominating
Yeah.
their ass. He was getting in whenever he wanted to if they didn't
Yeah.
double team that nigga, and that's not sustainable. Like Lamar was doing one or two reads and then he was taking off. He really wasn't going through his progression. And then he had many opportunities, wide open receivers. He had many opportunities to cover that game. And he just didn't cover it, man. But I still like that Ravens defense this year. I think they're gonna be aggressive. I think they're gonna get a lot of turnovers. And I think the Ravens are gonna be ahead in a lot of the games that they play if they can just kind of fine tune that old line. But all in all, it was a great first game of the NFL season. I think the Chiefs' defense is a lot better than people really think they are. So I'll be really curious to see what the Ravens do against the Raiders next week. But all in all, it was a really good game, man. But I think the Chiefs got a really good defense. So we'll see if it was the Chiefs' defense or if it was the Ravens' offense. But they was not using Derrick Henry
Yeah, they
effectively
definitely.
at all.
They only gave the man 10
So
carries, and the coach already said, "Oh, we
tweaking.
didn't bring him over here to get him 30 carries a game." So they already
Yeah.
cutting
So
down his volume already. So and it definitely looked like that too
yeah,
watching the
he
game.
like Bowser. The more carries he get, the better he get.
Exactly, he get
Yeah.
better throughout the game. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Because he started weighing that defense down. But I mean, it's hard. It's hard
yeah.
to get him
So
30 carries when you got Lamar Jackson over there too. So because Lamar Jackson is more effective runner than Derrick
mm-hmm.
Henry is. So I mean,
But
yeah,
we'll see what it do. We'll see what it do. But we're gonna get right to it, man. Our week one takeaways. T.O., what was your week one
oh man,
takeaway?
my first week one takeaway is I have to go with Caleb Williams' struggles, man. Just for the simple fact, he was one of your players to watch last week, so definitely was watching him. And the man struggled, man. The man
Yeah.
struggled. He struggled bad. It wasn't like one thing I can say though. He didn't make a lot of turnovers like most rookies do. He didn't turn the ball over not
Yeah.
once. He didn't make any critical mistakes, which was good. But
Mm-hmm.
14 for 29, 93 yards, no touchdowns, like 5 rushes for 15 yards. Like, I mean, the Titans got an okay defense, but they not lights out defense like that. For him to have 93 yards passing and 15
Yeah.
yards rushing, like not the Caleb Williams we just saw at USC, like not the Caleb Williams making all the plays in preseason. So that right there to me looked like a real struggle. It looked like I mean it is still early, just one game, but I'm like, wow. I mean, damn, I expected more from Caleb Williams week one. At least 100 yards passing at the least. Not even 100 yards passing. That's crazy. So yeah, that was one of my
Yeah,
takeaways this week.
yeah, that was definitely hard to watch. I definitely think he's going to learn from that and get better. But yeah, the NFL is a lot different, my brother. It's going to take you a little bit of getting
Oh
used
yeah,
to, for sure. So I think he had a rude awakening, and but I definitely
yeah.
think he'll get better. One of my week one takeaways was, God damn, Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers.
On
Yeah,
BD.
I, I, I,
On BD.
man, I follow Bryce. I follow Bryce Young in high school at Alabama. He is really a smart kid. He can make all the throws. I'm not understanding why it's not clicking for him yet, because he got it. He's undersized. Yeah, the nigga looked like a 12-year-old schoolgirl out there
He
running
actually,
around.
yeah.
But he is a really smart kid. He can process defenses and he can make the throws. So I'm not quite sure what the issue is, but I did like CJ Stroud over him coming out of in that draft. I want to make sure that I stated that on the podcast. I just want to state it again for clarification. But I do understand why uh, a lot of the NFL scouts love Bryce Young, because he has the arm talent, he has the mobility. I don't know if it's just moving too fast for him, but he is really struggling. The Panthers as a whole, they just did not look good. The effort
You think
wasn't
it's the? Do you
there.
think it's the
They
coaching?
really got a good head coach. I don't think it's the coaching, man, because they got a really good coach over there. I think it's, I don't know. I just think they don't really have the pieces. And I think Bryce Young may be starting to lose his
No,
confidence.
he's
So this year is going to be
absolutely
really
losing his confidence. Matter of
crucial.
fact, I think he's already lost his
Yeah,
confidence
yeah,
last season.
yeah,
And
yeah. You could tell he's
overthinking.
overthinking. He's pushing the ball.
It just you could tell watching him play. It
Mm-hmm.
don't look natural. It don't look like he having fun out there. It look like he's under pressure.
Yeah.
Not physically from the line.
I
It just feel
mean,
like he just pressuring himself, overthinking, trying to do like trying to play, too well and thinking he's not having fun with the game. That's what it looked like to me. He's not having fun with the game. It's like he's just being told what to do and he's trying to execute whatever he's being told what to do. And and like you said, I agree. I was just gonna say the
mm,
same thing. The man looks like a little kid out there. His game doesn't look like an NFL game to me. It doesn't like NFL play. It looks like he's in high school. He looked like a boy amongst men when he out
mm,
there. Just the way he throw the ball, not like he making bad decisions, but when you see him throw the ball, you see him run the ball. It don't look like an NFL quarterback, in my opinion. It like he a college, high school quarterback.
mm,
And I mean, this is year two. So I mean, you still look like you just got out the
yeah,
draft. So I mean, I'm not a big. I didn't really watch Bryce Young much in college. I mean, I've seen his highlights. He looked pretty good. I'm not a big fan of him from what I've seen so far. I don't think he's going to be that guy. I really don't think so. I think he's going to be a, a,
yeah,
a bust, in
yeah.
my opinion. I think so. I mean, as
I
the
don't
first.
see
Now
bust, but we'll
I see if he
we'll
went like maybe third, fourth, fifth round, but as the number one pick of the draft, and you got quarterbacks like C.J. Stroud out there doing their thing, like to me, if he don't get it together this year, he's looking like a bust.
yeah. I mean, this definitely a
Oh
make or
yeah,
break
for
year
sure.
for him, for sure. But you got to remember, I'm telling you, man, Jordan Love did not look great
He
his
did.
first year when he was playing. He did not. It was a lot. No, he
Oh, the
didn't. It was a
first
lot
year
of
he didn't
questions
play his
about him.
first year.
I know. I'm just talking about his first time really getting any. When he was subbing in when Aaron Rodgers was out and stuff
I, th-
like
I,
that.
th-
He
I
did
thought that
not
was
look great. He looked very timid, very
his second
undecisive.
year that he got because I think that whole first year he didn't play. The second year Aaron Rodgers got hurt, he came.
I mean, I'm just talking about the first time he
Oh,
saw action. Yeah, I'm just
oh,
talking about the
okay.
first time he saw some action. It wasn't very impressive. There was a lot of questions. What happened was he started balling out in
Yeah,
practice, and they was like, "Oh, this nigga got it." He was executing in practice, but yeah, he had some earlier struggles. But yeah, we'll see what Bryce Young continue to do, man. But did you have any more
just
week
one
one
more. My
takeaways?
other week one takeaway is that boy Jameson Williams. He looked like he might be taking over that Lions offense. Boy, I'm saying it's
He
like
cooking.
once he started busting them long little games, man. Jared Goff wasn't even looking at Amon-Ra St. Brown no more. He was just looking at Jameson Williams, and Jameson Williams looked real good. His little skinny ass can fly. I ain't gonna even lie. And the
He
reason why I
can.
say like,
He
and the
can.
reason
He
why I
a
say he
dog.
might be taking over the offense because I mean we know Amon-Ra gonna eat in that slot, them little short routes, but them big plays is what's gonna get you them points, them big ass plays. And Jameson Williams showed that he can make them
Mm-hmm.
big plays. I feel like Jared Goff gonna start looking to him a lot more. That's why Amon-Ra St. Brown he only had a few targets this week. Shit, he ain't even had that many targets because James Williams was cooking up. So this might be a breakout season for Jameson Williams. So
And yeah, I mean, a lot of analysts predicted that because he been balling at training
yeah,
camp. He finally healthy after recovering from that torn
yeah.
ACL. Exactly what you saw him do this first week. That's what that nigga did every single game at
Mm.
Alabama. That's why he went in the top 12. They put that nigga in a slot. They said go long, and could nobody stop that shit. And Bryce Young, pew, right on the money,
Mm-hmm.
easy. So he was that nigga for sure, for sure. My other week one takeaway, man, real quick. I apologize to the fans. I apologize to the listeners. If y'all did that little $10, $5 long shot on Deshaun Watson for MVP, hey, 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 let me tell y'all a little secret. That shit is cooked, okay? Because
Over with.
that nigga, if you want to talk about highway robbery, he stole $200 million from the Cleveland Browns. This nigga is I don't know if he just never recovered from the shoulder injury. This nigga is not the same. He looked lost. He playing like a rookie all over again. The Deshaun Watson that we used to play for the Houston Texans was that nigga. I personally, me and Vic went to a college game. We went to the Rose Bowl and watched Deshaun Watson play with Sammy Watkins at Clemson. Phenomenal. Like Deshaun Watson, it was really that nigga. It beat Alabama to win the national champion. Like he was that nigga. The Deshaun Watson I see now, it's over for him. He had another sexual assault allegation that came out, that a lawsuit that's pending.
Recently?
Cleveland is ready to be done with them. I give
Recently?
them, yeah, this shit just happened like 2 days
Damn,
ago.
I ain't heard about that one.
Somebody else came out and said that, yeah, another one said that he assaulted him. There's a lawsuit ongoing again for him, and he literally settled the other 22 out of the 23 cases out of court.
Boy, he a predator. This motherfucker, huh?
So
He a real predator. God damn.
that nigga,
He a real predator.
we gonna see that nigga with Chris Hansen real soon.
Hopefully,
Deshaun Watson,
next thing you know, it's gonna be
we're
motherfucker.
gonna be reading it out.
So
He gonna be
Survivor Deshaun Watson documentary on Netflix. Survivor,
yeah, for real. The documentary
Survivor
is coming.
Deshaun Watson. This shit crazy.
Man, you gonna see that nigga Peter Gunn's gonna pull up on that nigga with the cheetahs
Yeah.
videos and shit. That nigga out of control,
And
man.
The Browns,
But yeah, Deshaun
the
Watson,
Browns
man.
GM, he deserves to get fired. He deserves to get fired. You done paid Deshaun Watson all that money,
Yeah,
blew it. Basically, you burnt it. You put that $200 million in a fire, cooked. Then you ain't even bring back Joe Flacco when Joe Flacco was resurrecting the damn team. Resurrecting the team, got niggas out there balling.
yeah,
Oh, and
that
Joe
was
looked
crazy.
like the best tight end in the fucking league when Joe Flacco was quarterback. Y'all won't even re-sign him, man. What the fuck is y'all doing over there in Cleveland? Y'all dumb as hell.
Didn't even resign, and he didn't even want a lot of money
Mom,
to
that nigga
resign.
was sitting on his couch. He said it, man. He was sitting on his couch watching football. They gave him a call, like, man, come through. We need your help. He came off his couch and was balling. Y'all ain't even re-signed him, man, for a backup. Y'all tweaking.
Nah,
Y'all tweaking. But Joe Flacco is kind of old, though.
yeah, now he
Joe
chilling over
Flacco
there
is
at the
kind of old,
Colts,
but he
man.
definitely can throw that thing.
He is old, but hey,
Yeah, definitely throw it.
all he got to do is throw it. That's what he did when he was young. That nigga ain't
Yeah,
moved
for sure.
nowhere when he was young. He sat right
Yeah.
in that pocket. So it's all good, man. It's all good. But that's our week one takeaways. I apologize to the fans. Deshaun Watson not winning shit. That nigga might get benched by the
Man.
fourth week. We should have betted on which the first quarterback to get
Yeah, I
benched
mean,
because
shit,
it might be him. That's
they
what we
definitely
should have
should give
betted his
Jameis
ass
Winston a
on.
shot because, hey, He ain't gonna run that bitch like Deshaun, but he definitely gonna throw that thing. He can't.
Oh, he gonna throw that pill.
In
He
fact,
gonna
he
get it
can't
to
do
the
no worse
weapon.
than Deshaun. If you ask me, shit, he can't do no worse. Shit.
Not at all. Yeah, not at all. He got a better. He always had a better arm than Deshaun anyway. That nigga
You think so?
he just be a little slow. He make more
You think he had
bonehead
a better arm than
mistakes. But
Deshaun?
yeah,
Boy,
no,
cause
no, no,
that
no,
Houston
no.
Texans Deshaun,
He
he
got a
used
better
to
arm than
sling
Deshaun.
that bitch, boy. He used to have a cannon. He was
He did.
slinging
I
that
know.
bitch.
But you gotta remember. You gotta look. You gotta remember. You gotta remember Jameis Winston for the
Yeah, I know.
Bucks. That nigga's going
I
to be throwing 40
I know.
times all over the. He
I
gonna
know.
throw you 3 picks, but he gonna throw for
Easy.
400
Throw
yards too,
400
though.
easy. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
easy. Slinging that shit. I remember Godwin and Evans
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
eat you.
Eat.
But yeah, eat. But all right, y'all. We gonna get to it, man. Since Vic is missing, we're gonna give y'all 4 of our best bets for the week 2 for this year NFL. So we're giving y'all 4 of our best bets. I went 2 for 2 last week. T.O.
That's,
went a
so
blazing
you went
4 and
you
0.
went 2 for
Let's
4.
see if I can catch up and
Correction.
go 4 and
You
0.
went 2 for 4.
I went 2. No, I went 2 and 2.
Oh, you said 2 for 2.
I was 2. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
2
Yeah.
and 2.
Oh,
I
you
had 2
said 2
hits
for
and
2. My fault. I
two
thought you
wrong.
would have said 2 for 2. Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, no. I was 2. I meant
Oh,
2 and
okay.
2. Like 2
Gotcha.
wins, 2 losses. T.O. had 4 wins, 0 losses. So all 4 of his best hits. Two out of 4. 2 out of the 4 best that I made hit. So I'm going for 4 and 0. T.O. looking for a back-to-back 4 and 0 week. So let's get right to it. T.O., who's your best bet? The first one for the week 2
Man,
NFL
this
slate.
week it doesn't look as good as last week's matchups. So these ones kind of tricky.
And
Yeah,
that's when you
it's
hit,
true.
baby.
I don't like them all that much, but I think the best bet of the week for me, at least one of them, is give me them Pittsburgh Steelers heads up versus them Denver Broncos. I think it's going to be a defensive game. I know it's going to be a defensive game, but I like what I saw from them Steelers defense. I feel like the Steelers defense is going to be holding motherfuckers in check. I'm not going to lie. Because they held Bijan, Kirk, Drake London, that whole Atlanta offense held their ass in check. And I feel like that's a pretty decent offense. They held Bijan. I mean, Bijan still got his little points off, but
Yeah.
overall, the Steelers defense was pretty shut out. Like, they was pretty, like, lights out on defense. So, and the Broncos ain't do much against the Seahawks. They ain't do much. So, Steelers going up against a elite defense like the Steelers, I feel like the Steelers gonna find a way to win like they always do. So I don't know if the Steelers gonna cover the spread, but give me the Steelers heads up at the very least for against them Broncos week 1.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that pick. I think it's, I think Bo Nix going to get better. I think playing at the Broncos, that's going to be a tough game. It's definitely going to be low scoring. I like Pittsburgh better with Justin Fields than I do with Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson is starting, I definitely don't like that pick at all. He held on to the ball way too long. Well, they both do, but I don't like that pick if Russell playing. But, we'll see what happens. So you
Yeah, I'm
taking them
taking the
heads
heads
up?
up.
All right, T.O. got the Pittsburgh Steelers heads up versus the Denver Broncos as his first NFL best bet. My first NFL best bet, I'm going to be going with the New York Giants. I'm going to buy it up to 2 points. So instead of 1.5, I'm going to do 2 points for the New York Giants against the Washington Commanders. It's a very simple pick for me. The New York Giants, I think the Minnesota Vikings defense is pretty good. I think it's a really good defense. I think the New York Giants offense is a little bit better than what they showed last week. I think the Washington Commanders has the absolute worst defense in the NFL. They sold a lot of their pieces last year. Montez Sweat to the Chicago Bears. I think they're doing a complete rebuild over there with the Commanders. Their defense is horrible. Their DBs, horrible. Their D-line is pretty good, but their DBs and their linebacking core, yeah, they don't have anybody over there that can stop Malik Neighbors. And then you got Darius Slayton too, who's streaky but has big play potential. Give me Brian Daboll coaching up Daniel Jones. I think the New York Giants pull it out, maybe win by 5 or 6 points. Fairly close game. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game than what people think. But give me the New York Giants +2 against what I believe to be the worst defense in the
Okay.
NFL. All right, T.O., your second best bet.
Definitely staying away from that game, the Giants Commanders game. That game fluky there.
I know. You like to play it too safe. All you care about is the record. You care about your record. You
I
play it
mean,
safe. I
playing
like
the
to
same.
take
I'm trying to win some
chances.
money. God damn it! I'm trying to make the best bets. This is what this shit is called. The best bets, not the best is gonna make it,
I
not the
know.
risky
I
bets.
hear you.
God damn it!
Sometimes,
But
yeah, I
but
know.
I just wanted to say
Sometimes
though,
you
I
gotta
think
go
you're
against the
wrong about
grain
the
a little
Titans
bit.
being the worst defense in the NFL. It has to be the Panthers, especially when they let go of Burns on defense. The Panthers got to have the worst defense in the NFL. They let the Saints run up and down. It wasn't even close. But I mean, the Commanders right
Yeah,
with them
we'll
though. I
see.
mean, they're not far from them. I think the Panthers is absolutely the worst.
I just like they got J.C. Horn over there. The
Yeah.
Panthers got nobody on that defensive
Okay.
back. They
Well,
got nobody.
my second best bet of the week is I like what I seen from Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. Give me the Jets -3.5 versus them Titans. I like it. I like it. Matter of fact, I
Okay.
want to buy it down to 3. Let me buy it down to 3. So give me the Jets -3 versus the Titans because beginning of the game, the Jets defense looked real good. They was containing the Niners, but I mean, it just got it. Just I mean, how much? I mean, for how long can you contain all the fucking weapons they got on the Niners? The Titans don't have half of those fucking weapons. So give me the
No.
Jets to shut down them Titans and put up some points also on that defense. So yeah, yes sir. I like the Jets -3 this week versus the Titans for sure.
I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna piggyback off of you. I like the Jets, but I like them heads up. I think it's going to be a close game. I just think I think the coaching, the play calling for the Titans is going to be a lot different. I think Will Levis is going to play better just because of he's going to learn from the mistakes he made against that Bears game. But I was very disappointed in how efficient San Francisco was able to run the ball against that Jets D line, and they're supposed to be one of the best D lines in the NFL. And Jordan Mason with the
Yeah,
holes was
he
just
was
wide
busting
open
through
for
them
that
bitches.
nigga. So that was a little disturbing to watch. So I'm not sure how good that Jets defense really going to be, but it is the San Francisco 49ers. They have the best run scheme offense in all of NFL. So maybe the 49ers offensive run game is just that good and it's not indicative of the Jets D line, but I'm gonna roll with you. I think Aaron Rodgers got his feet wet. He showed that he's still the same Aaron Rodgers. It's just that game got away from him, towards the second quarter. And the Jets aren't built to come from behind. They build to like take a lead and just kind of make smart plays and just keep the other team from coming back. But once they get down 14 scores, that old line can't really hold up. So give me the Jets heads up. I'm gonna piggyback with T.O. on that one. I don't like the -3.5 because I could definitely see it being a
Yeah,
field goal game. The Jets gonna have to show me a little bit more. So
yeah. That's why I have to buy it down to 3 just in case for a push. I might push on that one. Might be a field goal kicking game, but we'll see.
yeah, I ain't mad at it. All right, what you got for your third best bet, T.O.?
Okay. I think it's on you, right? Oh no, it's back on me. Okay. Yeah, so my third best bet of
Mhm.
the week is, and this one is out of left field for me because I told myself I would never be doing this again. But here I am doing this again. Only because I feel like they're going against the worst team in the NFL. My third best bet of the week is giving them LA Chargers -6.5 versus them Carolina Panthers. I got the Chargers covering the spread. Because I feel like if they can beat the Raiders,
You a
if
bold
they can
man
beat
because I
the
don't like
Raiders
it.
by more than 6.5, I'm pretty sure they can beat the Panthers by more than 6.5. Come on now, they just beat the Raiders with Zamir White, Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, like Alexander Madison. Like, and you gonna put them against the Carolina Panthers? If they don't beat them by a touchdown or more, I'll be shocked. I will be shocked. Give me the Chargers. I don't even want to bet on the
All right.
Chargers because they do it to me every time.
I mean,
And in fact, I won't be surprised if they do it to me again just for me picking them. I told myself I won't go pick them, but hey, give me the Chargers to cover the spread against them Panthers. -6.5.
uh-huh. All right. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. You a bold man. I don't even feel comfortable with
Why
that
not?
one just because I know how my Chargers can get. This is Jim
Oh,
Harbaugh.
so now you don't know how your Chargers
I
can
mean,
get.
it's
This was your
tricky.
sleeper team, wasn't it? The Chargers was your sleeper team of the
Yeah.
year. Now you don't know what. Boy, you a motherfucker. What kind of Chargers fan is this?
Oh,
What kind of Chargers fan is this? You a motherfucker, boy.
no, I definitely think we're gonna win. It's just anytime you get a home underdog with 6 or more points, it's tough. It's tough to bet against a home underdog, man. Especially the way the Panthers got blown out. They definitely putting up more of an effort this week. So I like what I saw in my Chargers defense. I wasn't really impressed with the offense. And like I told you at the beginning of the season, I don't think we blowing no teams out. I just don't. I think we win a lot of close games, but I don't think we're gonna have like a lot of dominant victories. And even in the week 1 game against the Raiders, Antonio Pierce was just making some dumb coaching decisions. Not going forward on 4th and 1 on the Chargers 40, like a little shit like that, time management. So that game didn't really impress me too much. But I appreciate the faith in my Chargers. Usually when you bet with them, we lose. So I will be staying clear away from that game. So I will not have that on any of my
What?
parlays at all.
Not even heads up.
So you have fun with that one. Yeah. Not even heads up. Cause I would have, but now that you betting with
So,
them,
but you,
I'm
but you,
staying away.
but you
You a
like that
bad
Giants
luck
and Commanders
against my
game.
Chargers.
Okay. But this is the
I
same
do like the
Commanders
Giants and
that was
Commanders
starting
game.
to come
I
back on
do.
them Bucks. Like, and you think they ain't? You think they finna
I ain't
go toe
impressed.
to toe with the Giants? I don't think so. The Giants defense is terrible.
I think Brian Debo gonna have his foot up in Daniel Jones' ass this
Okay.
week. So we're gonna see. I just don't know who guard Malik Neighbors. I don't know who guard Malik unless Daniel Jones is throwing that fucking ball in
Yeah.
the dirt. Give this nigga a couple comebacks and just let him take off. But the Commanders DBs are
Yeah.
horrific,
Yeah.
horrible. So we'll see, man. We'll see. My third best bet for this NFL slate week 2. Give me them Tampa Bay Bucks +7. Um, they're going against the Cowboys. It makes me nervous because the Cowboys are dogs at home. They always
They're
play
gonna get the
well at
Lions.
home. Um, I'm sorry, the Lions. The Lions, yeah. Okay, even better. I like them better against the Lions. So this is a repeat of the playoff game. Told me think I'm crazy. I know I know what I saw against the Lions. They really that team this year. I love the Lions. They're probably my top 3 favorite teams in the NFL. I like their whole offensive scheme. I like the way they take advantage of matchups. But Baker Mayfield as an underdog, I like him, man. He really got a lot of confidence with Brian Callahan, with his offensive coordinator that he had last week or really last year. Really got the best out of him. They got a ton of weapons over there, man. They know how to use Mike Evans, Godwin. They know how to use White. If they defense step up to the plate, it's going to be a good game. It's also a revenge game for them. The Lions eliminated them in the playoffs last year. They gonna be humming. They gonna want to make a statement. Now, do they lose this game? Absolutely. But do they keep it within 7 points? I absolutely think they do. I think it's going to be a good game. Maybe they force a turnover or something like that to maybe even upset the Lions and win the game. But I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a battle. I like my chances with Baker Mayfield. He's reading the defense real well, and he's taking advantage of a lot of his mismatches. Anytime you see Mike Evans one-on-one, especially in the red zone, he's going right to Mike Evans, no question. So give me the Bucks +7 against the Detroit Lions in a really, really good game, a close game. I think Detroit wins it by a field goal, maybe 4 points, but I think the Bucks cover the
Yeah. I
spread.
mean, that's not a bad bet. I just don't really like that bet as the best bet of the week
Yeah.
because that's gonna be a shootout. That shit can really go any way. Yeah, that's gonna be a
Yeah, yeah. Shootout plus 7.
yeah,
You get 7 points
yeah.
in the
I mean, that's what
shootout.
I'm
That's
saying. I
good.
ain't mad at it, but I had to stay away from that one. I don't have that one on my ticket.
So,
I don't like that game. That game made me nervous.
yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
mad at it. I ain't mad at it. So, alrighty, our final best bet for the week 2 NFL slate. T.O., what you
My
got?
last bet for week 2 is give me those Kansas City Chiefs -6 versus them Bengals. I like it.
Mm,
Even though I
mm,
know that the Bengals play tough as hell against the Chiefs. Joe Burrow has beat Patrick Mahomes more time than Patrick Mahomes has beat Joe Burrow. I get it. I know. But I just feel like the Chiefs are really clicking on offense. They got some pieces that they needed with Worthy, with Rasheed Rice, and not even with Shamaje Perine as a change of pace back behind Isaiah Pacheco. They just got a nice offense clicking. That's why they was able to beat the damn Ravens by 6 points or 7 points, however much it was. And if they can beat the Ravens by 6 or 7 points, I mean, I'm sure they can beat the Bengals by 6 or 7 points too, especially a Bengals team without Joe Mixon and Tyler Boyd, and without T. Higgins probably again. He's probably gonna be out for week 2 again. So all they're gonna have is Zach Moss and Jamar Chase, which I don't think is enough to keep it close with the Chiefs. So yes, sir, my last bet of the week: Chiefs -6 versus them Bengals.
okay, I ain't mad at that. I like the Bengals plus the 7 on that one. I would
Mm.
buy it up to 7. I think the Bengals is gonna come. They gonna play with a lot more heart, a lot more determination. They, yeah. And then the Patrick Mahomes, he's not really a great quarterback against the spread. Like he beats teams, but he don't always blow them out. Like he's not one of those QBs that just gonna blow you out. So, but we gonna see. I lean towards the Bengals plus the 7, but I was very tempted to make them one of my best bets, but I'm gonna take something out of T.O. playbook and go with a little bit safer bet, in my opinion. And with my final best bet for the week 2 NFL slate, give me the Los Angeles Rams +1 against Arizona. I like what I saw from Arizona the first half against Buffalo, but Arizona do what
Mm.
they always do. They jack. They still have yet to understand how to finish games. And I think what the Rams did with Matt Stafford against a really, really good Detroit Lions team, Matt Stafford missing 2 offensive linemen, missing Puka Nacua, and all Matthew Stafford did was say, "All right, you know what? I know I'm not gonna have a lot of time here in this pocket. I'm getting the ball off really, really quick." And I don't think the Cardinals has an Aiden Hutchinson who's going to be able to terrorize Matt Stafford. I think they're going to be able to run the ball a lot more effectively. And the Rams defense didn't play that bad against a really, really good Detroit Lions team. So I think you'll see a better effort out of the Rams defense against the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. I love Kyler Murray. I love Trey McBride. I love their weapons. They didn't really use
He
Marvin
had one
Harrison, but
catch for
you know
four
he's a
yards.
rookie. One cat, 4 yards. So we'll see what's going on there. But they do got Michael Wilson. He is a dog from Stanford. He
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of potential. So they got a really good team. They still just got to figure
Yeah.
things out on defense. So until then, anytime Sean McVay and Matt Stafford is an underdog, they should always be considered a team that you might want to roll with on them because they always overachieve even when
Shit,
the
I'm
chips
I'm
are against them.
shocked.
So give me the Rams
I'm
+1.
shocked that the Rams is even an underdog. To be honest with you, I don't understand. What do the bookmakers
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at?
I think I think they're the underdog just because they old line is
And then
really beat up.
Puka Nacua just
Like
got hurt too.
they just Puka Nacua just got her, so they really just mixing and matching. But they got that boy Tyler Johnson over there.
Well,
They
shit, they
got
got Demarcus.
uh they
He gonna
they
fit
got
right in
Demarcus
the number two.
Robinson. They
He's a
still
solid
got
number
Tutu
two option.
Atwell.
I
Yeah,
like the Rams +1.
he is, and they still got
Yeah, I
Tutu
like the
Atwell.
Rams +1.
Yeah, they still got
Yeah, they
Tutu
do.
Atwell too.
They do.
So yeah, yep, they got them. They
I
still
like
got the
that bet.
weapons though.
Rams.
So. But yeah, so yep, I like it. I'm rolling with them. So let's do a quick recap. I started off. I got the Giants +1.5. No, I bought it up to 2. So I got the Giants plus 2. Give me the Tampa Bay plus 7 with my second bet. I got the Jets heads up. And then I ended it with the Rams plus 1 for my final best bet of the week 2 NFL slate. What's your recap,
Yeah, so
Tio?
I got the Steelers heads up versus the Broncos. I got the Jets covering the spread at -3 versus the Titans. I got the Chargers covering the spread at -6.5. No, I'm sorry, I brought it down to no. I do have a -6.5 versus the Panthers. The Chargers -6 versus the Panthers, and I got the Chiefs -6 versus the Bengals.
All righty. There y'all have it, y'all. That is our week 2 NFL best bets. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Like we said, we're going to win money, we're going to lose money, but we're going to do that together. Hey, make sure y'all pay attention to our bets. Y'all can either roll with our bets or feel free to fade our bets. If I'm on a losing streak and I'm just making shitty ass picks, that's the time where you bet against me, or you bet against T.O, or you roll with me, or you roll with T.O, or you bet against Vic. Sometimes we can win y'all money by doing the opposite of what we suggest. Like, we're not perfect. We're humans. We're just making educated guesses based on research and what our interpretation of the games are. That's the beauty about gambling. You just go with your gut, you go with your instinct, and you be like, you know what? That nigga Faye was tripping on this podcast. He thinks such and such is gonna win. I'm betting against that. And you might win some weeks, and some weeks you might lose. But that's the beauty of it. So just keep tuning in, roll with us, fade us. Either way, we want to win y'all some money, and we good with the outcome no matter what. So make sure y'all tap in with us. Please follow us on YouTube at the Parlay Gang, TikTok and Instagram at the Parlay Gang. We gave away a free $10 parlay bet to Mr. Jeremy Vaughn out of Oklahoma last week. He didn't hit, but we did bless him with a $10 parlay. So we're not going to do one this week, but we'll be back to give y'all another free $10 parlay next week. So make sure y'all tune in and y'all follow us so y'all chance to win some
Yes,
money.
sir.
T.O.,
Oh
what you
man,
got for
same old, same old. Tune in again to us next week, same time as usual. Make sure y'all stay following them social medias, man, for the newest content. And like Ife said, man, either fade with us or rock with us. Or sometimes you could just listen to us and get a different perspective on the game that you ain't think of it in a way that you ain't thought of it before. You might want to stay away from the game altogether. But either way it go, hey, watching a podcast, man, like you said, is educated guesses based off research. And it's not like we know chumps in this shit. We got the money to prove it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We get the results. So, hey, tune in again, like I said, next week. And we got more coming for y'all this year, man. This year should be a good year for us, man.
Yes, 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 yes. That's a wrap for us, everybody. That's going to take it for our week 2 Parlay Gang, season 2. We're getting better and better, y'all. Season 2, week 2 of the Parlay Gang. Make sure y'all tune in. Episode dropping on Thursday. Then we're going to hit y'all with the recap episode again on Monday or Tuesday the following week. And then we right back at it, man. Consistent. Every week y'all going to get content from us. This is our prime. We love the NFL football season. So, hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. The Parlay Gang. Sports gambling made easy. We win some, we lose some, but we do that shit together, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week.